It's just a simple question, Habs related, middle of summer, August 1st, with a month after what free agency would be. But Luca, you asked this question earlier about all sports, but let's make it Montreal Canadiens specific. Who's the free agent that got away? Who's the free agent that you wish the Montreal Canadiens had re-signed? For whatever reasons, they didn't re-sign them, and you can go back in time.
Yes.
Who's that one that you're like, man, I can't believe they... I have 3 in mind.
Okay.
I have 3.
Talk to me.
I could give you all 3. You can think of one yourself if you want, but I have 3. By the way, I got one on text message. It said Ryan McDonough. He was traded. That's not and he wasn't a free agent at the time. I mean, it's someone maybe the Canadiens tried to resign or didn't even try to resign. I don't really care about those reasons, but they were a free agent, and the Canadiens weren't able to bring them back. Who's the one that got away? I'll give you, in my order, the top 3. Okay? Number 3,
I'm ready.
Alex Radulov.
Yeah.
He was here for 1 season. I swiftly fell in love with the determination and the gusto that he played hockey with. And that is where, if you want loyalty by a dog, from Marc Bergevin came in. That was a negotiation that went awry with the Montreal Canadiens. They were ready to re-sign him pretty much at the same that Dallas ended up signing him. And he went on to play with the Dallas Stars. He's still playing hockey out in Russia. He is a unique individual that was just, for me, easy to cheer for because he loved the game, and you saw how much that he loved the game, and he had a passion for the game. He was not everybody's favorite, and there was times where he wouldn't produce, and there was times that he would. I always felt with Radulov, when he got here, if he took a slashing or a hooking penalty in the first period, he was engaged. Like, that showed that he was trying to engage himself. There was times that he kind of disappeared, but Radulov is number 3 on my list of as free agents that were let go.
I think we might have the same player in your top 2.
Okay. Number 2, Saku Koivu. Again, the generation that you didn't really watch, but that was a time when Bob Gainey let a lot of contracts run out. The Canadiens could have traded a lot of pending UFAs at the deadline, decided not to go on a Stanley Cup run, and then they lost like 5 players that summer, including their longtime captain of over a decade, Saku Koivu. And I think that was more heartbreak, and maybe we could talk about money or this, or maybe Koivu wanted to move on. He was a free agent, he can, but the fact that the Canadiens didn't put their best foot forward to bring him back, one of the most beloved Montreal Canadiens of his generation, that one hurt. And number 1 for me, for free agents, it's Andrei Markov.
Yes.
Andrei Markov it's up there on one of my favorite, the general on the blue line, and I understand he was at a complete different stage of his career, and his career just ended.
Yeah.
But he wanted to come back. He was representing himself. Probably shouldn't have done that. There was a discrepancy in how much money or even term that the two wanted between Marc Bergevin and Andrei Markov. And probably at this time, probably 2 of the more stubborn people to get in a room together. And if you had just a third body to speak logically to either one of them, he probably would have stayed, because clearly he still had game left. And I know he was not fast but he was one of the more intelligent players ever to play for the Montreal Canadiens. And he clearly, in my mind, still at least had a year and a bit of hockey left in him. And that one, I was very sad that he didn't end up playing 1,000 games with the Montreal Canadiens. And he is a lifer when it comes to the Montreal Canadiens. It sucked the way it ended, because he wanted to come back, and he and Marc Bergevin could not find a way to come back.
Yeah.
And Andrei Markov was a guy that had multiple opportunities to depart and go somewhere else, and never did. He loved this market, loved this team, even though he showed no emotion. So those are my 3. Three. Who's on your list?
I don't have 3, but
give me one if you want.
That comes to mind, and it's pretty recent. Phil Deneau. I would love to see Phil Deneau with the Canadiens right now. Of course, there's all these questions about a 2C.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
What would have Phil Deneau would have looked like over the last 4 or 5 years?
with the Canadians.
1-2 with Suzuki.
Yeah. So Phil Deneau is one of them, and then another one that I don't know if it counts, and you could tell me if it does. But
Okay.
I'm pulling on your heartstrings here.
Okay.
Ilya Kovalchuk.
One, he was traded away. But when he was traded away, it was right before COVID hit, and then he showed up in the bubble and he was just done. Like there was no hockey left in him.
Yeah.
The Canadians, I will always say this because he was with the Kings and then he went to the Capitals to finish things off.
Yes.
That month and a half that he was with the Canadians was the last hurrah of Ilya Kovalchuk playing quality hockey.
Yes.
The Canadians there was like a 3-year span where he was kind of just jumping around and going from team to team and kind of providing a little bit, but not as much as, of course, he did with the Thrashers back or even with the Devils. But that time with the Canadians, you saw that there was a life force that was rejuvenated within him.
Yeah.
Scoring big goals in overtime, shootout, and the game playing on the top line. He had a presence that carried. There was a boost with the Canadians when he showed up. The Canadians got the last hurrah of Ilya Kovalchuk, no doubt about it. But again, he was traded away, and at that stage, he was done. So, yes, you're pulling at my heartstrings.
Yes.
And I would have loved to have a little bit more of Ilya Kovalchuk than that.
Of course.
That little bit that we didn't have. But yeah, he didn't make my list.